got a second. Oh, you missed it. I don't even have the chat ready. I'm going.
New Year's resolution. Stop dropping the G-dang ball.
It's because...
Because your new golf life is taking precedence.
No, that's on Sundays. It's because I thought of something that I wanted to do, and I thought of it while I was in the shower. It's called masturbating. It's something I want to do for the podcast, and it just popped into my head.
Popped out of your pants and into your head.
So I didn't get anything ready. Tell me this goddamn chat. Is it? Oh, there it goes.
What did you say is the number? 496?
594. I don't think you could have got it any more wrong.
I got a 9 in there. And there was a 4 in there. But I didn't say... Yeah, I said 496 and you said 594, right? I was actually 1 digit off from having it boxed. If you're speaking...
Oh, boy, talking in John Cassidy terms.
Lottery terms.
All right.
I was 1 number away from Coin of the Realm.
Alamoma?
Alomomola.
Alomomola.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Alomomola?
3, 2, 1.
Alomomola. Alomomola.
Go Nintendo Podcast. Webisode 594, the Alolamoma
Or
podcast.
in another dimension, podcast 495. 496.
Alomomola is a pink fish-like Pokemon with darker pink markings on its heart-shaped body and its fins.
Come on, Brandon.
Has
Could you please tell us about the Pokemon?
Symbol heart or like anatomical heart shape?
Alomomola is a pink fish-like Pokemon with darker pink markings on its heart-shaped body and fins.
What kind of heart shape? Anatomic?
No.
Okay.
It has a large dorsal and No.
So like a strawberry runt shape.
It has large dorsal and ventral fins resembling hands, each divided into 4 sections and tipped with a paler pink. The shape of the Pokemon resembles an ocean sunfish, as it lacks a proper tail fin.
I thought it was a shape of a heart.
I know. Its eyes are round with golden irises and a mark that appears to be an eyelash, just one, extending up and back toward the rest of its body. It lives in the open seas. If it finds an injured Pokemon floating at sea, Alomomola will heal the Pokemon's wounds and carry it back to
My
shore.
favorite Pokemon's.
Carry it back to shore. It heals Pokemon using its special membrane enveloping its entire body. So it sounds like a bro. Alomomola is number 594. It's a water-type Pokemon. Its abilities include Healer or Hydration, and its hidden ability is Regenerator. 50-50 male to female ratio. Almost 4 feet in height. But, I mean, a fish can't really have a height. But whatever.
A fish can have a height. Why can't a fish have a height?
Because they don't stand.
What is it height-wise? Yeah.
It's like nose to toes. Not.
You
They also
put it in
toes.
a nice little like
or nose.
a little like holder, you know, like a nice U. You just
the old fish docking station.
see, he gets it.
Flunks back and forth.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Fish are gross. And they weigh 70 pounds.
What about Swedish fish?
I hate Swedish fish.
You didn't used to.
I know.
What about goldfish from Pepperidge Farms?
Oh my God, do I love goldfish crackers. Delicious.
Speaking of that, your 2 emojis for that were amazing.
So good. So
because we do that a lot.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of, we were always trying to think of like what specifically to call it and how to say it. And those 2 emojis are perfect. So, what was it? The kissy face and the hand?
It was lips. I don't even think it was a kissy face.
Yeah,
lips
just the
and
gross. Isn't it the lips with the teeth? Is it?
Lips
Gross.
and the hand, yeah.
Yeah, it's side by side. Like this way
Yeah, right.
and then this way.
Gaimon says, I love biting goldfish crackers in half, then eating them.
You know what I love?
Half as in long ways, and you like end up with 2 full
Split them
goldfish
out
crackers.
aside.
I like putting them in my mouth and rubbing my tongue on the salty side for a while and then eating them.
Are we
I do
still
that with
talking about
chips.
goldfish?
Like I'll take a Dorito and lay. Oops.
It's okay.
lay the business on my tongue and like absorb
both sides of the Dorito have the business on them?
absorb the powder and then flip it in my mouth and get the other side.
Really?
If it's too big, I'll take it out and
Oh no!
Yeah.
You can't take it out.
I can double dip. It's my own mouth and chip. I can double dip. It's my own mouth and chip. That doesn't even sound good.
I was just eating salt and vinegar chips, and they were like too big, and they're like hitting the sides of my mouth, and now the sides of my mouth are like sore.
There's a chat, or there's a discussion going on in the chat right now about the old episodes, and I don't know what the hell people are talking about. Go to Retro GN Pod on Twitter. He has every single episode. There's your archive. He's got them all, and he keeps track of all the new ones too. So there you go. Don't have to worry. You need an episode? Hit him up on Twitter. Retro GN Pod. Every single episode. They're all there. He's got them. I don't know where he's got them, but he's got them.
I don't know the iPod. It's a 64 gig.
He actually just listens to them and then re-records his own voice, and he does voices for everybody, and then he sends you that file. Hello, Itchinator and T27 Duck and Roth and Court Jester and Straight Jeffin.
Court Jester?
Yeah.
What?
And Red Dragon.
Oh, it's a new year.
The Guy Bonds. Well, he's in the States, right?
Yeah. Well, ask him. He's right there.
Ask
He's
him.
right at your fingertips.
Well, and Hiley and Tom and Malik, Halo and Twisted End and Red Dragon and whoever else I didn't say.
Hey,
hello
Court
to.
Jester. 2017 is the year you moved to freaking New York area. You can work. You can live here. You can live here. I grew up here. You can live here. You get New York. You get Philadelphia. You can even work, do things for Baltimore, Maryland, or even Boston. I mean,
I don't know what else to say.
It? How do I need to sell it for you?
Well, I'll tell you what he says if he says anything.
Hey, everybody. Late Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa.
Yeah, is Hanukkah still going on?
Hanukkah is,
so
I think,
ignorant.
we're coming to the end of it.
Yeah,
I think
I
we're
do
at like
believe.
day 7.
Because first day of Hanukkah was Christmas Eve.
I think that's what they said.
Okay.
I think that's what the Farmer's Almanac said this year.
So yeah, happy end of 2016, everybody, because I know lots of people are excited
Are
about
happy
the
that it's
end of
over.
2016. So, I mean, we're not there yet. We could lose another celebrity in the next few hours, but
Don't
we'll
say that.
see what happens.
But for
Hello,
some people, it's over already, right?
hello, Itchinator. It's his first time in the chat watching live.
Long time listener, first time chatter.
Get ready to be disappointed. So yeah, it's the end of
You know, it's
2016.
awesome when you try to clean your glasses and they end up dirtier than you started.
That does,
Don't
get
mind
Mom
me.
Brain to clean your glasses. She's
Dirtier than I started.
So I have something I want to do for this episode since it's the end of the year episode, but I'm waiting because we're expecting 2 more people at the podcast, and they should be here very shortly.
Yeah, we don't know that for sure.
One of them should be here very
We
shortly.
don't know that.
No one's coming.
Hey, you know what? You got 2 other people here now.
I know. Not enough.
So let's talk about what we played this week, because I am raring to talk
no,
about that.
we don't do that now.
At all?
No, as in now during the show.
Oh.
Who cares about what games are out there?
Right.
All right, so I'll do what I've been doing lately in the YouTube channel because I have a thank you to give out.
It's the old fat cam.
I have a thank you, which means one regular podcast member and one special guest, Red Dragon. So I have a thank you to give out. I know this thank you is virtually meaningless in the world of YouTube personalities, but it's very meaningful to me. We have hit 3,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So
Woo!
thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Congratulations. I want to know what the podcast is at now.
We're at 594. Joe Shabadoo is in the chat right now.
Podcast
Hey, Joe, what do you
episode
know?
number?
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
I did know.
Joe Shabadoo. Sup?
Hello, Joe. Malik Halo says he's every one of the 3,000 subscribers. Hey, that's fine. If you
Malik
like the
Halo.
content that much, you go right ahead.
Malik Halo. Sup?
Hello, Joe Shabadoo. So yeah, thank you to everybody that subscribed. I've been getting really nice comments on the stuff that I've been doing, and I've been
What?
trying.
On the internet?
I know, right? It's crazy. Well, as the
You're
subscribers,
doing something wrong.
as the subscribers go up, I'm expecting more negative things. But right now, we're just in a pretend world where everything's nice and people enjoy content and give constructive criticism. So yeah, I'm doing all kinds of videos over there, and I'm trying to learn as I go and better things and all that jazz. I got to get a different camera. I have to. I just don't know what to get. I was talking to Andre over at Game Explain to see what he's got, and I'll just
Sony
get a version of his probably. Huh? The one he I shouldn't say that stuff. I shouldn't say that stuff. But he was telling me about the one that he got, so I'm looking into that. So this past week we had our today's big stories, and one of them was a exclusive, thanks to a tipster that will remain
GoNintendo
anonymous.
exclusive.
So I got information on Switch advertising hitting retailers this or next week is what we heard. We heard the packaging was going out. Retailers like GameStop were getting their Switch advertising, first round of Switch advertising, and they were allowed to put it up as soon as they got it. And it turns out our rumor was partially true, partially not true, because the part that was true is retailers are getting their Switch stuff. The part that was not true is some of them got it this week instead of next week, and they just went and put it up. So if you got a GameStop around you, go to the GameStop, because the front windows should have Switch stuff all over it, and there should be Switch posters and stuff on the shelves and all that jazz. And some of them don't have it yet because, like I said, some are getting it next week. But as soon as they get that stuff in, you can go and check that stuff out, because they're going to put it up. No date. Put it up as soon as they get it. Do it live. And pre-orders are popping up in systems, but they're not like active yet. So obviously that stuff is going to change probably.
Wait, is that a
12th.
problem for them? Like, aren't they supposed to be
For who?
following rules of when to post that stuff?
Yeah, Nintendo puts an email out to GameStop, and GameStop disseminates it to their stores, and Nintendo says, or GameStop rewords it and says, here's what Nintendo says. They say, when you get the advertising, put it out. No street date for the advertising.
Is that what Nintendo said?
More or less, yeah. Nintendo sends that stuff out and says, this is not allowed to go, this is not allowed to be put out on store shelves until whatever date. But with Switch advertising, they say, as soon as you get it, put it out. So, and we heard something else that we don't know if it's specific to one GameStop. It seems like it wouldn't be, but we're unsure. The details were Switch advertising right front and center. They're going to make room up front in GameStops to promote the system, and then they'll combine the Wii U and 3DS sections into one section and move that back.
Oh, not next to the Wii U game section that's next to the bathroom?
Well, if you were listening, I said they're combining Wii U and 3DS, so maybe the 3DS will go to the bathroom with the Wii U.
Whoa, wait a second. You can't do that. How many people are going to buy a 3DS game thinking it's for the Wii U?
None. None.
And you know that?
None. People don't even know what the Wii U is. None.
Okay, so how many people are going to buy a Wii U game going, oh, I'm going to put this in my 3DS?
Maybe.
Maybe. Little Josh, he's going to love this.
So we'll see what happens. But yes, so we've had pictures and reports of ads popping up at GameStop and Game over in Europe, specifically the UK. So keep an eye out. Stuff is out there, and we're going head first into it. This is 2017 coming up. It's Switch time, baby. January 12th. Here we go.
No lifeguard on duty.
We also had an unboxing for, let's see if I can get this name, the My Arcade Gamepad Combo Kit, which is a controller that you can use. It sort of looks like an NES controller, and you use it on your NES Classic Edition or your Wii or your Wii U. On Wii and Wii U, it acts as a classic controller. On NES Classic Edition, obviously, it just works as a controller. But the thing is, it's wireless. So it takes 2 AAA batteries, and it's wireless for up to 75 hours, and it has a range of 30 feet.
2 AAA, that's 6 A's.
That's right. And it also, the combo kit includes a cable extension. So if you want to play with the regular NES Classic Edition controller, this is a cable extender that is 10 feet worth of cord. So you should be able to sit very comfortably at your TV.
But that's going to create lag if we learned anything from a couple weeks ago.
They say that, but not lag that's noticeable to the average gamer. But I haven't tried it yet. So
what about the Elite Games War?
I'm sure they'll be complaining left or right. And also worth pointing out, the wireless controller has a really interesting function. If you hit start and select at the same time, it takes you back to the menu of the NES Classic Edition. Menu.
Takes you back to the menu.
So you don't have to reach over.
What is on your menu tonight?
You don't have to reach over and hit the reset button. You can just hit those 2 buttons and be taken back to the menu.
What's the opposite of menu? Few? A few you? Many you?
Less of you.
Less of you.
Less of you, yes. Less of me. And
I also... and less of me.
Was that it? Oh, no, we had the podcast from last week, too. I think that was it. As you guys know, it was a holiday week, so it was a little bit quieter. Guybon says, I have the 8-bit do, or 8-bit do, I guess it should be, because it's Nintendo. 8-bit do controllers for my NES Classic. Very well made. Yeah, I've seen those, but I haven't had a chance to try them. I'm interested in them. So that's our videos. Again, thank you for the subscribers. I very much appreciate it. If you want to check out our content, you can go to youtube.com/user, or yeah, I guess it's user, /raw meat cowboyable, which I'm still trying to change because it's an old YouTube account. And they were like, don't worry, custom URLs. And I was like, awesome. And every time I go, they're like, custom URLs are down right now. And it's been like that for 2 weeks. So them's the berries.
What? Raw meat cowboyable?
Yeah, because Raw Meat Cowboy was taken.
By who?
Somebody else that took Raw Meat Cowboy. I don't know.
Wow.
Do you want me to hunt them down?
They beat you to it.
They did, yes.
Late to the YouTube game, right?
I'm very late to the YouTube game.
Are you sure you didn't sign up for it and just got your password?
I love YouTube. Yeah, it's me. I stole it for myself. So check that out, and thank you to those of you that have. There's a Parents Play I have to edit. I just haven't had time to do it. Like I said, it's Metroid Other M, so I will hopefully get that done this weekend. I don't know.
Parents Play to edit.
All right. Let's get to the news. I still have that thing I want to do, but I'm waiting on people. I thought at least one of them would be here by now.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. 2017, getting here on time resolution.
Yeah, right. That'll never happen.
Wow. What a bunch of downers for the new year.
2017 resolution. Be a cranky whiner.
Oh, no. Our special guest says, I don't think I'm going to make it.
What?
Maybe seeing another old friend.
Well, that's a letdown.
That's a huge letdown.
I'm not going to see the older friends.
Let's not even do the podcast. I'm done. Well, I don't want to say anything just in case he shows up.
No, blast it out to the world. Let them know you let everybody down for 2016. You even said it yourself. You're like, I know, we're not there yet, so there could still be another, nothing morbid, but that's a big letdown.
What are you talking? Oh, for the end of the year? Yeah, I'll agree with that. Itchinator says Christmas is canceled. That's it. It's over. I mean, let's just sit in silence for the next hour.
I can't do that.
All right, let's get to top stories. We're gonna do this one. Let's not do that one. Do this one. Oh boy, I don't like any of these.
Let's talk about what we played.
No. All right, this is Reggie talking about some Nintendo jazz. In the documentary Unlocked, the World of Games Revealed. He talks about using an existing IP for original or for games rather than creating new ones. He talks about why Nintendo does that. He says, we think about what's going to be fun, new gameplay. And as we identify that gameplay, we think about which IP does it fit best. Maybe it needs to be a new IP, but it's this constant iteration of what's the gameplay innovation and then how do we bring it to life? That's the Nintendo way of doing things. It's not right for everybody, but certainly is for us. Well, it certainly has gotten them very far, so I would agree with that
statement. Would it be more fitting or whatever appropriate to say, we go with IPs that sell, and we reinvent them in ways with new gameplay?
I mean, I'm sure that is a big part of it because it's Nintendo, obviously, and their franchises are important. But I would also like to think that Nintendo is more focused on creating experiences that are fun and engaging because that's kind of their thing. That's why they don't do what everybody else does.
Yeah. But like even Splatoon, you look at Splatoon and everybody's like, oh, there's a new IP. But really, they just use the squids from Super Mario, which has been around forever, and created their own side of the story.
There are no squids in Super Mario.
The swimming squid things? What are those things?
Bloopies?
Thank you, Mom Brain.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, okay. You were wrong.
A rose by any other name, okay, is still gonna stick you with its thorns.
That's not the same.
I kind of always thought of them as jellyfish. I don't know why.
Well, they're definitely not jellyfish.
I know. Now that I think
jelly
about
squids. Jelly bloobers?
Bloobers, yep.
Bloober.
What are they, bloomers?
Bloomers, yeah. Underwater bloomers. He also talks about the creation of Mario.
Let's talk about that, though. That's a valid point. They just took a character or a bad guy, created his own game, made him cute. You're spraying your ink on each other.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at, like, Legend of Zelda. They just took a guy from Mario, like a human, and they gave him pointier ears, and they're like, this guy's an elf. And then they took Metroid, and they're like, instead of a guy, let's just do a girl.
That Princess Peach, put her in a suit. Change her name.
There you go. That's it.
She's blonde, isn't she?
That's it. All women are the same. Blonde hair, long legs. Very mute.
Samus was probably one of those princesses that was in the wrong castle. And she's the one saying, hey, you got to get to this other castle to get your special princess.
So she jumped universes? Well, she does have a spaceship. But I would imagine she didn't always have the spaceship.
Look, man, you want to create your own narrative for whatever it's.
No, that's what you're doing.
But I'm helping you understand the world that Nintendo has freaking dominated, created for you, and they are unrelenting.
Oh boy.
I don't even
know what the last minute was. On the creation of Mario, Reggie says, Mr. Miyamoto and Mr. Tezuka created this character with a mustache so that you could separate his nose from the rest of his face. A character that was given overalls so that you could tell the difference between his arms and his legs. I mean, all of these little things that became iconic to who Mario is today. But again, at the heart was a focus on craftsmanship and a focus on making every subsequent Mario game unique and compelling. So again, that's part of the documentary. I think it's like a 7-part documentary series called Unlocked, The World of Games Revealed. And I want to give that a nice little plug because you know who hosts it?
You.
Allison Hayslip.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She is someone we know in real life. Well, I'm not telling you. I know you know that.
Telling
I didn't know if you knew
else
this.
so they know how important I am.
No, go watch her stuff. She does a lot of game-related stuff. I see her at game events from time to time, too. Guy Bonds has the first comment.
So wait, she's meeting all these people and interviewing them, or she just hosted it? She's like the narrator?
She is in the documentary. She does narration, and she is in like meeting these people.
So
yes. She sat down with Miyamoto and Bill Trinan and some others. Yes. I don't think she knows Japanese. Guy Bond says, I got a question. Why the white gloves? Or better yet, why do all the iconic characters have white gloves? Mario, Sonic, Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny.
Because when you're running around killing all these Goombas, you don't want to leave fingerprints. Mm-hmm. Not to mention that fire flower gets hot. You're going to want gloves to grab that.
Let's think about this. All right, so Mario, why does he have gloves? I don't know. Maybe to differentiate between his arms and his hands. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Sonic. Maybe because I haven't seen him, I feel like his hands would look weird.
Aerodynamics.
All right, I'll buy that. I'll take that. Mickey Mouse.
He's got weird hands. I think they're chapped.
Weird mouse hands, because mice don't have hands. So.
Couple puzzies.
Mickey Mouse has chapped hands. Bugs Bunny. Rabbits don't have hands?
No, but he's got terrible. He's got so much dirt under his
from digging up carrots.
Digging
all right,
burrow.
All right, well, never mind. You're a smart guy. Hello, XXCC.
Who else? Give me somebody else. Master Hand.
Yeah.
The Master Hand is invisible if he didn't.
Court Jester says, "Here's your new bit of information for the day." Court Jester says, "Japanese taxi drivers wear white gloves."
Makes you feel fancy.
Oh, so Super Mario is a Japanese taxi.
No, because they're carrying around dirty commoners and they don't want to touch what you touch. What do we have here? All right.
Do they have Uber in Japan?
Japan.
Do they have Uber in Japanese?
This is about Game Freak talking about the Alola Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and they talk about potentially revisiting this idea in a future game. They also talk about Pokemon coming to the Switch, which isn't confirmed. And Diamond and Pearl remakes, they're saying. We know people want them. So this is Game Freak's Junichi Masuda and Shigeru Omori. This is Omori talking about Alola forms in future games. He says, in this case, the references are whatever. He says, in the future, if we find reason to do this again, we absolutely will. It's something really interesting that has been well received. All right, Masuda talks about Switch potentially getting a Pokemon game. He says, communication is very important for Pokemon games. Where and how our players game is very important. For example, in Japan, in Japanese, kids play in parks in each other's houses together with their portable consoles.
Wait a minute. Kids have parks in their houses?
Yeah. In Japan, portable consoles are far from dying. In fact, they are in better shape than home consoles. That's why, for us, it's important to keep the communication aspect so people can join and get together to play. No doubt the Switch is the future, but we have to wait for it to come out to the market and study it to see in what way Pokemon can benefit from it. When people get it, we will have to analyze how people use it and then think about how to develop future Pokemon titles and how to take advantage of the new console. He's a fibber.
I feel like a lot of the games on the Wii U and stuff were more single player based, right? Am I wrong on that? There's a lot of single player games on these home consoles.
Okay.
except for party games. But let's be honest, party games only get you but so far. You know, we
So
work together. Like
we're
that.
not gonna. So you're talking about how there's so many single player games, and then you're counting out multiplayer games.
No, I want to look at storyline based cooperative titles.
All right, let's look at all platforms then.
Oh no, I know it's a big issue with like
Everything.
with PS4 and Xbox, but that's because those systems want to base a lot of their stuff on online multiplayer or online competition or whatever.
Okay.
Where Nintendo used to have a lot more multiplayer cooperative titles, and they don't do that anymore. Maybe it's just the power. They want to get the graphics, so they can't do multiplayer on the same system or something. I just feel like...
Well, I have something to discuss later, and we'll take a look at that list and
Look,
see.
my whole life has changed after last night. I mean, that was like a legit experience.
Moo Milk says, are they talking about the Goofy movie on the podcast? Not yet.
But you
Not yet.
do love that movie, Rami.
If you look into each other's eyes. I love that movie. I love the animation. That girl that Max is into is really attractive, and she's probably of age now.
Girl that Max is into.
I mean, I already talked about 8-year-olds having sex on one podcast, so why not talk about having sex with dog girls and
Having sex with dog girls.
If you look into... Well, that's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. Diamond and Pearl remakes.
It's a good way to end your year.
They laugh about this suggestion, and they say, we get that a lot on Twitter. And then they say, well, I don't know. So maybe. They're saying, yeah, we hear you guys. We know you want it. But they're not confirming anything just yet. Eileen Tom says, don't forget grandma sex. Never. We never forget grandma sex, especially in this house, because Mom Brain loves the Golden Girls. And Blanche is a slut.
What makes her a slut?
She's promiscuous.
So that means she's a slut?
Yes.
Because she likes to have consensual sex with men postmenopausally?
It's not consensual.
It is consensual.
No.
I've
heard.
What?
I've heard things.
Don't call her a slut. She can do what she wants without your goddamn labels. All right?
Blanche is a woman of ill repute.
Listen, when you kick
Blanche
the bucket,
is a horn dog.
when you kick the bucket and I'm an old lady, I'm going to sleep with any man I want.
G-Man Sir says, I want to sleep with Betty White.
Who doesn't?
I want to talk to her about animals.
That's nice.
Did we just see Betty White in something, or was that a dream I had?
Maybe we shouldn't talk about her. It's dangerously close to the end of the year.
Don't worry, that guy started that GoFundMe to keep her safe for the rest of the year. So
Did something?
Donnie Darko says, he quotes Masuda, who says, we've come this far together with Nintendo, with its consoles. I think we'll keep on evolving together with them. And Donnie Darko 420 says, well, considering Nintendo owns a stake in both the brand and the Pokemon Company, that seems like a given.
Did we just see something with Betty White?
I know you keep saying this, but I have no answer for you. I
must have
don't
dreamt
know.
about her last night.
That's nice.
How often do you dream about her?
Oh, I may have dreamt about her because we were talking about B. Arthur last night, didn't we?
Court says she was Betty flesh-colored at one point. You do the math. She gets old. She's white now. She was just flesh-colored before. All right, so here's a unique rumor. It's not a part of it isn't a rumor.
Here's a unique rumor.
So this is
I'm gonna stop that. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you've only done it like 20 times. Fred Siebert from Frederator Studios, who's worked on
Frederator.
Very good. Who's worked on big animated shows like Fairly Odd Parents and Adventure Time. He was on the Nicktoons Animation Podcast, or I guess just the Nickelodeon Animation Podcast. And he mentions on this podcast that they're working on a show that's related to one of the most world-famous video games of the last 30 years.
Halo.
And he said, this franchise is something they've been trying to turn into a show for 12 years now, and it's finally come together. So, we don't know that it's Nintendo-related, but when you look at the landscape of games that are 30 years old, there's only so many of them that fall in there.
Wait. So, most famous game of the last 30 years, it doesn't mean it's 30 years old. He's just saying it's a famous game from, like...
Of the last 30 years, yeah.
It's in there somewhere, but it's not necessarily 30.
So what, you're telling me he's saying Splatoon?
He could say it's more famous than something that is 30 years old.
So then why would he say 30 specifically?
Because he's saying it's more famous and more loved than older.
All right, well then let's look at it like this. He says they've been trying to make it happen for the last 12 years.
Then that's where we look.
Okay.
We look 13 years back.
Okay.
Right? Why not? I mean, when books are written before they even come, like the year that they come out, they're like, "Oh, we're making a movie of this next year." So let's look at 13 years. What came out 13 years ago?
Well, what were the systems? I guess GameCube and GBA.
Odama.
Heard it here first, folks.
Odama.
I don't know why that's my go-to. How about a Donkey Kong Konga?
Well, all right. So if we are
Donkey Kong.
You know, there was one already.
There was also a Super Mario one already.
There was.
So you think he's going to be Super Mario?
No, I thought we were looking at 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Has there been a Donkey Kong cartoon in the last 13 years?
I don't know when that one aired, but it was horrifying.
How about Banjo-Kazooie? That's cartoonish.
I wouldn't call that one of the most world famous video games of the last 30 years.
How
famous.
How about they made that?
But there's already a cartoon.
How about they did Epic Mickey? So maybe a Mickey cartoon.
No. World famous video games. World famous. So that's Mario.
Halo.
That's Sonic. Sonic already has a cartoon. Pac-Man. Pac-Man already has a cartoon.
Yeah, but they've been trying to get this. So maybe they're just trying to get a different version of a Sonic.
Well, I'm eliminating cartoons that are airing right now.
You're right. Think about this. Universal owns Nickelodeon, right? Nickelodeon Studios is down in Universal, Florida.
Yeah.
Super Mario, or not Super Mario, but Nintendo World is coming to Universal Parks. Nintendo, they've got a relationship. I don't know where I'm going with it.
Somebody wanted to point this out. Just because this guy is on the Nickelodeon podcast doesn't mean that it's going to be a Nickelodeon show, because they have guests on this podcast that are from other animation houses. Well, you only have so many options. Disney, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. That's it, really.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers doesn't. Is WB still a channel?
What if it's an animation domination?
Fox, yeah. All right, so there's another thing. Apparently this guy a while ago, or some other guy a while ago. Pikmin? I don't think I'd call Pikmin world famous. World famous. There's only so many. Like characters you could... Never mind, I'm done. So we don't know what it is, but it seems...
What do you think is world famous? Halo, man.
Yeah, I know you keep saying Halo. I agree.
Halo of Warcraft
is world famous. World of Warcraft is world famous. Yes, I'll give you that.
The Sims.
That's world famous, sure. Now you're thinking. Now you're on the trolley.
We're cooking with gas.
So we don't know if it's tied to Nintendo, but we shall find out. Redbeard has first comment. He says, was going to say Splatoon at first, but it's obviously Donkey Kong. I don't know. Well, it's definitely not Splatoon.
Think about it. If it is Nickelodeon connected, we saw those.
We did saw those.
The patents for that ride that was kind of leaning towards Donkey Kong. You come out with a Donkey Kong ride. You come out with a Donkey Kong cartoon.
Can you look up when Minecraft came out, please?
Minecraft.
Your train
tomorrow.
Right? I don't know. Sherlock? I haven't even watched the Christmas special yet.
That was the last year.
That was the last year.
A year old.
I
got too much things on my plate. It's an hour long.
Why am I Joe Pesci? I didn't watch it. I got too many things on my plate. How many fingers am I holding up here, Mom? All right. You all right? So we have a massive wall of rumored content, but it comes from
2011. Initial release date.
Really? That's it? 2011?
We're at the crest.
All right, so it's not
2017.
Minecraft. It's not Minecraft.
2017. We're living in the future. Are you kidding me?
This round of rumors comes from Laura Kate Dale, and it seems like
she was done.
Yeah, I thought she was too.
You were going to say something?
Oh, it came from no. It came from a Reddit AMA, so people were asking her questions. So here's the thing: like Emily Rogers came out and she did a whole bunch of rumors and she got a whole bunch of stuff right, and then people start hating you because you are leaking stuff, and they're like, you're ruining it for Nintendo fans, and other people are like, she's just saying stuff because she wants to be popular. And now Laura Kate Dale's going through the same stuff. Same crap. She just wants to be popular. She's ruining things for Nintendo fans. So It's unfortunate. It's sad.
She's ruining things for Nintendo fans. Meanwhile, if she's not out there giving the information they want to hear, they're going to complain that they're not getting the information that they want. So, where's the crazy?
It's the internet. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. So, here you go.
That could be a Sims cartoon. That would be weird.
What kid would want to watch a Sims cartoon, though? We
PC.
don't necessarily. This is another good point. We don't necessarily know it's a kid's cartoon.
Ooh, could be an adult's cartoon.
Could be. All right, so here's the rumors.
Sims.
Laura Kate Dale says that there's still lots of surprises left for the January 12th event. And there's a lot of third-party stuff that hasn't even been touched on yet, which is excellent news. That's what we want to hear. She says there's more hardware details to come. You still don't know anything about the user interface and all that. And she said the presentation that Nintendo's doing on the 12th is going to be very info-heavy, which, is to be expected. Hopefully, Nintendo tells us everything we want to know about the Switch. She says there will be at least one brand new, unexpected IP that will be revealed at this event. And she says Breath of the Wild could make launch, but she says launching in June seems more likely. So we're going back and forth on this. June. It's a new month in 2017.
June.
2017.
2017.
June. So we're going back and forth on this.
JEWM.
There's discussion of Breath of the Wild not making it out in March at Switch launch, and there's discussion of it making it out then. So people that say it's not coming in March are people like Laura Kate Dale. She says it's not going to happen. It's more likely June, unless Nintendo's like really, really, really crunching down on it. And then we have retailers like Game who just put out their Switch promotional materials, but they also have a poster for Breath of the Wild right alongside it, and it says coming out March 2017. Now, again, we've seen promotional materials come out and go in stores with dates that were later changed. It just happened with Final Fantasy, whatever it was, 15. They had the September date on there, and then they sent Square Enix sent out stickers to GameStop to put over the date with the new date. So it's not like it's out of the question for dates to change.
Can I just say, Breath of the Wild makes me think of like disgusting, foul, bad breath.
Okay.
Right? Is that what it's going to be about?
No. Initial reports
quest for Listerine.
Initial reports state that the battery level is a maximum of 3 hours, but there's no detail on whether this is at the full clock speed or the portable clock speed. So if it's on portable, you might get more hours out of the battery, which would be good news. And there have been longer battery estimates since this clock speed information came out. She's heard about at least, yes.
If you're on portable, say that again? If you're going portable, you're going to get more battery life out of it?
Yeah.
It's the only time you're going to be using the battery if you're on portable. If it's in the docking station, you're not using battery life.
Well, they're talking about controllers, too. So if you're on the go, the clock speed's going to be lower because it's trying to conserve battery power. You know what I mean?
It's also it can't run hotter because the dock has more fans in it.
Well, and then that's not saying that like when you're on portable mode, let's say it runs half speed portable, or like it's like taking a game from like high settings to mid settings on a computer. Let's say when you're on the go, a developer could still achieve high settings while on the go.
But it'll overheat and you'll lose.
No. Like safely achieve it. But if they do that, then the battery wouldn't last as long. Right. So they might drop it down to a level below, or there might be like 3 steps, like a mid high, and a high. So on the go, they might drop it down to mid high.
Okay.
So you would get a little bit more battery out of it. Okay. It all depends on what they can get out of the system when it's in portable mode.
It's funny because it's only going to be using battery in portable mode.
Well, but that's what we're talking about. Depending on what the developers do with their game, how much they're pushing the system, that's going to limit the battery life.
That can get tricky.
She has heard about 2 third-party exclusives. So one of them is that rumored Rabbids / Mario RPG, and the other one we don't know. And she suspects that there's another third-party exclusive in there. The initial virtual console library won't be a large amount of titles. We've heard this stuff before, like Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, and one I'm forgetting, Animal Crossing. I think there's another one in there I'm forgetting. Those are GameCube games, I should point out. Wii U ports that are coming to the system vary from extensive to minimal enhancements. Here you go, Nikki Hill.
Yes, yeah.
CGI teaser for Beyond Good and Evil 2 is in the works. It's less than a minute long, but it might not air during the event. But she went on to further say why work on it now, and where else would it air?
Right.
If this rumor, this long-standing rumor of Beyond Good and Evil 2 being Switch exclusive is true, then why not show it there? And Ubisoft has a great relationship with Nintendo. So, and then on top of all of that, Laura Kate Dale was the first one to bring up this Switch, this Switch Beyond Good and Evil rumor, and she's since been proven correct so many times. So that's like the one. There's other ones, but that's like one of the big outstanding ones that still needs to be proven. The Mother 3 rumor that's been floating around for a while from Emily Rogers. She continues to hear about it, but doesn't have any new information to share. Monolith Soft is working on a brand new project, and they're not working on the rumored Xenoblade X port to Switch. And a new title's in the same style as Xenoblade, and as far as combat goes. There will be no reveals from Platinum, so we don't know if Platinum's working on something, but if they are, we're not seeing it. Price might start at $250, and Laura Kate Dale's positive it will be below $300.
I can say with certainty that if Platinum is working on something, A, it will be a wonderful game, and B, no one will buy it.
And C, it will be crazy. March 17th will be the release date for PAL regions, and the rest of the world will get it that same week. There will be a small upgrade fee for Virtual Console games, as you probably guessed. She doesn't think Retro Studios' new project will be shown at the event. We've heard nothing from Retro in so long. And she says Retro is not working on a new Metroid. The Mario game will be shown, and it'll be playable at the press event, and it will be available to purchase on launch day.
Does she know what they're working on, though, Retro, then?
Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. She hasn't said.
See? She's hanging on to information that we all want to know. And then she's going to tell everybody at some point, and they're going to go, why are you ruining it for us?
Luigi's Mansion 3, which is a rumor we've heard for a while, she says it still seems very likely. She says undocked games will still run better than Wii U games did. So there's an idea of the power for you. Custom Joy-Cons will be a thing, so you get some colored Joy-Cons if you want. And there's a special kind of vibration in the Joy-Cons. What is it? What is the vibration?
I mean,
put it in your butt.
Right. I mean, how many kinds of vibration can you really like?
Yeah. Well, think about how different the vibration is for. Like, I'm still amazed by this button.
Yeah.
This fake button that feels like a button
What do you mean?
on the iPhone.
What do you mean?
This is not a button.
What is it?
You think it's a button. It feels like a button when you press it, but it's not a button.
What are you talking about?
This right here, the only button on the iPhone.
How does it work?
Push it.
That's not a button.
There's no button there. No, well, here, click.
But it's not an actual button.
Yeah,
it's
there's
solid.
no button. Turn the phone off and do it. There's nothing there.
But there's a lip there. I can feel the lip.
Yeah, they do it on purpose so you know where to hit it. It's made to look like the other iPhones, but it's not a real button. Go ahead, hit your
mine
button.
is a button.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's a legit button. I can feel that button.
That's a legit button. Now, wait a minute. You should pick the phone up and hit it with your thumb because that makes the experience better. I'm serious.
Holy crap. You feel that?
I felt it.
So that's a vibration in there?
Yeah.
That's cheap. Smoking frickin' mirrors, Apple.
You didn't even know. You had no idea.
Smoking mirrors, Apple.
They fooled
Paying
you.
$800 for a fake button? You kidding me?
You kidding me?
Button
Joy-Cons can be
button,
charged
button.
via the Joy-Con grip and will have about a 5-hour battery life.
Sorry, I pressed that so many
And
times.
she says
care.
she's very sure of there being a touchscreen on this device. It has Bluetooth capabilities. That's one thing that's since been confirmed because the FCC filings have come out and confirmed Bluetooth.
Wait, touchscreen on the actual screen? Like for the...
No, the other
Yeah.
thing.
I know, you were talking Joy-Cons. That can't be a
There's no
touchscreen.
screen on there.
So we're talking glass, probably. I can't see them making...
Why? Oh, if it's...
The 3DS, the Wii U gamepad, I don't see that as being something that you just carry around without protection. Without like the 3DS, the DS, you fold them, that protects it. If it's just a flat thing, it's got to be a tablet of some sort, right?
Wow, it's Mike wants to see you guys.
What is my old Mac?
He says spin the camera.
was-
Well, we're out of focus. Oh, there we go.
Oh God.
It's all right. I'm out of focus for a reason.
There you go. I was expecting 2 more.
Wow, it's Mike. I'm still blown away at that Costco pizza thing. That's
Oh my God. He talked about
Yeah,
that for like
he's
a
talked
whole
about
weekend.
it a ton. All right, let me continue here, please.
sorry, guys.
No.
No, I'm sorry.
Pro controllers should have basic gyroscopic controls. Holds up to 128 gigs on a micro SD card. The presentation is going to be about 30 to 60 minutes long. Every major event between January 12th and March 17th will include hands-on for the Switch. There's not going to be any additional docks sold at launch, but you will see them out eventually. Carts, the game carts, have a different shape when compared to 3DS and DS. One div kit went out in July, and another more powerful one went out in October. A lot of the specs that you've heard so far on the Switch are based on the earlier dev kit. The system will be region-free. It has some sort of achievement system, but we're not sure if it's tied to My Nintendo or the same system that My Nintendo uses. And your account on the Switch will be the same one that you use for Miitomo or Mario Run and all that.
So in the Virtual Console, they're talking GameCube.
And other systems, but GameCube.
DS and stuff like that, can they do?
Yeah,
I guess,
well,
2 screens, I guess.
Yeah, you do it. You do play as the show here. Look at you play DS games on the TV. So
can you?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
some games won't be.
The Wii U, so there's a screen here, a screen up there.
I think you can just do it on. It's like not all games are going to come out, but
I wondered. Oh, because you said that with the portable and stuff like that. Do you think there's going to be times when you're playing with the Switch in your hand and a television like you play with the Wii U gamepad? Or no, it's going to be docked?
I'm sorry, I was reading a comment. I apologize. What did you say?
I guess you can't connect the Wii U gamepad to the TV without docking it. So you're not going to have like a Wii U gamepad style game being played at home?
No, you cannot. No, it's either TV or the Switch screen. That's it. This is a single screen experience.
Nobody ever did what I wanted to do, which was, use the gamepad as like your rear view mirror or something for a driving game.
I feel like there had to be one game that used it. I'm sure there's a driving game.
Yeah, I didn't really play much on it.
Some guy says, if I can transfer my VC and Wii U games over, I'll be in heaven. Well, hopefully you hear information on the 12th that makes you happy, my friend. Good
this
Lord
week's
Almighty.
European uploads.
Yep, from Nintendo to the Wii U and the 3DS. It was sale garbage. Not a lot. Oh, man. Wii U's got nothing. Just sales.
Happy New Year.
3DS got Shin-Chan Volume 4 and Shin-Chan Volume 5. There's also sales. The 3DS theme shop got Pokemon Adventure Partner theme and Pokemon Full Power Z-Moves theme. So a real poopy week in Europe. Good God Almighty.
SLU.
Good God Almighty. I'd love to read you the comment, but nothing's happened.
All right.
Well, whatever. You don't want to do it, I won't do it. I set it to open. We'll see if it opens.
Here you go. Martin's stuff. Martin's.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. I don't know. What do you do?
Read the first comment.
Those New Year's deal are either games I already have or have little interest in at the moment. Well, you can't win them all. That said, I'll pick up those Shin-Chan volumes. Happy New Year to the podcast crew.
Thank you very much.
Aww.
And then in parentheses in the bottom, okay, Nintendo 2 Cop, go and have your weekly rant about how disappointed you are. P.
Here's my favorite story of the week. This was so interesting to me. So Red Fly, who worked on Nikki Hill, without reading. You got something in this eyebrow.
Yeah, it's probably dangerous.
Yep.
I want to say like Mushroom Men or something.
Mushroom Men is correct. Yes.
What?
So Red Fly worked on at least 4 prototypes for the Wii that never saw release. They never saw release because the companies they showed these prototypes to weren't interested in them, or maybe they had some sort of deal in place and then it fell apart. For whatever reason, they did not come to the Wii. And it's amazing to me. It really is, because it shows you how publishers work. So Red Fly worked on prototypes for a new Dig Dug game. So they had an idea for like a 3D polygonal. How dare you?
Wow.
Are you streaming video while I'm doing the podcast?
I'm not on one of those.
I don't believe that. So they worked on a Dig Dug. They also worked on a TIE versus X-Wing game, so Star Wars stuff. And here are the really interesting ones. They worked on a Devil May Cry for Wii. And they worked on an Arkham Asylum port. And none of these saw release. And in the case of Devil May Cry, Capcom apparently told Red Fly, you can't do Devil May Cry on the Wii. It's just not going to work. Now, power-wise, that makes no sense because Devil May Cry came out on a PS2 and the Wii is comparable to the PS2, so that's not an issue. Controls, I guess they were talking about? I don't know. So Red Fly was like, I bet we can do it on the Wii. And they put together a prototype in about a month. They said like a few weeks. And they showed it to Capcom and whatever, or maybe, I don't know, it just never happened. The project never happened, which blows my mind.
I mean, I want to see these because obviously there's a prototype, so it doesn't really do a whole lot, and I don't want to be rude, but the Batman Arkham Asylum doesn't look up to snuff.
Yeah, again, this is something they did in a few weeks.
Right.
Games have years in development. They pooped this out in a month, and they're like, look, you can do this.
Yeah. The Devil May Cry thing looks a little strange too, but it looks it's together.
It's like this isn't even an alpha, a beta. It's nothing. It's like what do they call that? There's a term for it. Proof of concept.
Right.
It's a proof of concept.
Well, apparently the companies involved didn't find the proof.
And Arkham Asylum,
in the pudding.
Arkham Asylum, I thought was really impressive.
I didn't watch it because I got yelled at.
Wait, what did you just comment about Arkham Asylum?
I started watching it, and
you said it looked. What? You watched 2 seconds, and you said it looked a little rough.
Excuse me. Can we play back the video? I played 2 seconds, and you yelled at me.
I know, but I'm saying you're commenting on it looking rough in 2 seconds.
Well, before you even clicked on the link, I was like, "Oh, this looks weird.
Well,
This looks like a Nintendo 64."
You didn't even own a 64.
You're right. And I've never seen any footage or anything from a 64.
I think you forgot how less than stellar Wii games looked. Let's just say it that way. Who did that?
Oh, this is for the Wii.
PC texted me and said, I can't believe you called Blanche a slut. Get over it. It's true. Yeah, these prototypes really interested me. I found that stuff really compelling. I love seeing stuff like that. And I love that Red Fly put it out there. They're like, hey, look at what we wanted to do. And it just didn't happen.
Okay, so looking at the gameplay, yes. Oh, that's interesting. No, it's not interesting. I don't know how they're doing it. But, I mean, it definitely lacks a certain polish. But the gameplay is there.
There's no polish. It's a proof of concept.
Right, I know. I'm saying it lacks that polish that a proof of concept would lack.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That is 100%.
You know, it's interesting, though. The TIE versus X-Wing, like, that was something that you would expect. Although that loading thing has got to go.
You know, this is why games don't get made, because the higher-ups of companies are like you, and they're probably like, that loading screen's got to go. No deal.
The loading... Are you kidding me? Did you see how...
Yes, it's a proof of concept. It's not the final game. That stuff gets all cleaned up.
And unfortunately, there are people that are in these companies who don't understand the process that things go through to become finalized. They just sit in their big, comfy chair
Ivory towers
in their corner office with windows on all sides, and they look down on the world and think, I wish these windows opened so I can take a leak out this window.
Malakila says, smash your phone. Mike at Television says, I wonder when these were done. I also wonder if some of these didn't see release because of the standard def versus high def issue. In other words, people didn't want to see their AAA titles in standard def as they would look inferior to the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. And then I imagine a lack of market killed Dig Dug. With Dig Dug, I certainly agree. With his standard def versus high def, that's definitely a unique thought, and I could definitely see that happening. Like I talked about in one of our big stories videos. Yeah, you would be maybe, let's say, Capcom was like, they had DMC coming out, and they were like, we don't want people looking at Devil May Cry on the Wii, which is obviously a inferior game when it comes to graphics. And saying like, oh, Devil May Cry looks like garbage. Why would I buy that?
Well, that happened quite a bit with the Wii when things were ported poorly. Looking at you, Far Cry.
Well, as crappy as that was, it was a launch game, which is notorious for crappy.
Shoot. Oh, Dig Dug.
Yes.
You don't think that with the install base of the Wii, and a lot of people who would maybe play games nostalgically would go, oh, there's a new Dig Dug.
I don't think the people that are still playing Dig Dug or are interested in Dig Dug care about a new one. I don't think they have any interest.
There's no, I don't think there's some.
Very, very moderate interest. And if there is interest, I would imagine it'd be in like a refresh or like a remake, like same style game, but not polygons and all that, just like 2D like it was or something like that. That's my guess. I mean,
they did it with Bionic Commando.
That looks nicer, but it's still the same.
Dig Dug had more life than Bionic Commando did originally, like that, and they still played off that.
But Dig Dug is part of the era where a lot of gamers think all those games are garbage, like Dig Dug and Burger Time and Pac-Man and all. Like they look at that and they're like, "How do people play games like this?" So, Bionic Commando was at least NES and arcade, so there's a bit more nostalgia.
Should we open a real Bionic Commando playground or something like an experience?
That sounds very safe.
I mean, a lot of cable work, I guess. A lot of sausage bologna arms.
A lot of hot dog arms. Nippon Ichi has confirmed that they're working on the Switch. They say Nippon Ichi Software will deliver various content. We also have Switch projects, so please look forward to that. There's been some skepticism about our company's participation, but we're in proper development. So they're saying, don't worry, Nippon Ichi is working on Switch stuff, and that's what we want to hear. First comment comes from Areolas, and they say not Areolas, but will it be anything remotely identical to what they bring to PlayStation? That I do not know.
What the heck is this? I've never even heard of this.
This is a game. What do you mean? The next story?
Yeah.
You never played Pushmo?
No, never heard of Crashmo.
Crashmo was a sequel to Pushmo.
I never heard of Crashmo.
First you push it, then you
There's a sequel to Pushmo.
And they were working on a sequel to Crashmo, which was a sequel to Pushmo.
So that's usually how sequels work.
So what would that be called? A trequel? Trequel? A quadricle?
So apparently
the old quadricle.
A sequel to the another entry in the Pushmo franchise, specifically to Crashmo, was going to come to Wii U, but Nintendo decided to squash that because I believe Intelligent Systems was involved with the development, and they want them working on other Switch stuff. So will this project ever see the light of day? I do not know. But
I never played. I think I had Pushmo. I never really got into
Pushmo is excellent. Well, there you go. I can't read the comment again. Can you?
Yeah, but you probably don't like how I read. Let's see how I do. Loading.
Oh, I got it.
Comment loading.
Vin Loria says, does anyone else get the feeling that Kimishima has been the one trying to get Wii U over with as fast as possible to move on to the Switch? Seems like once he took office, Nintendo's been trying to distance itself from the Wii U and move everything off of it ASAP. I think that's just Nintendo in general. They're like, let's get this system out. Fresh start. Do things over again. I didn't make this a top story. What? It says I did. I would not make this a top story as much as I like it. I'm skipping over it. All right, so here's some information on the Switch based on the FCC filing. This is 100% confirmed Switch information, not rumor. Confirmed.
This is not
the patent or the FCC filing makes it look like you can't take the battery out. So if you're looking for a replacement battery like you could do on the Wii U gamepad, doesn't seem like that's the case here. There are Bluetooth features included. It does not have 3G or LTE.
If you want a replacement battery, you can get one. If you get a replacement gamepad.
So if you're looking to play games online on the go, you're going to have to connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot. There's no LTE or 3G. And it supports 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is nice because my goddamn PS4 doesn't do that. And I want to connect to that one, but I can't. So I got to go to 2.4. So Switch will connect to that, which is welcome for me. I don't know who else cares about it, but
wait, most of it has been 3 gigahertz, right?
I don't think that's a band. I think it's 2.4 and 5.
Is that what it's always been, huh?
I'm not someone who knows technical stuff, so it's very possible I'm wrong, and I'm sure someone in the chat will tell me. But that's my understanding. The King of North says, I wasn't.
A lot of stuff that's like 3.8. Sorry.
I wasn't expecting a removable battery, but now that I think of it, I would really appreciate if there was one. It really helped me with my original 3DS. When my original 3DS began getting bad battery life and a huge bulge, the battery was literally expanding under the unit.
Oh, gosh.
The Switch might be a portable for a few years of regular use before having to be a console only if its battery life starts going majorly south.
Could you imagine if it started to bulge and it won't even fit in the dock?
Finish your game soon. Yeah, it won't fit in the dock anymore. Then they'll make the dock XL. I can understand a company like Apple doing this because they care more about aesthetics and functionality than functionality, and want consumers to upgrade to their next mobile device within 2 years. But it's disappointing to see Nintendo follow their lead. Well, I'm sorry you're upset, my friend. Biggest news of the week, everybody.
You know, it's funny. He wasn't upset before he even knew the information. And he was like, "Oh, that would have been great."
Biggest news of the week. Hello, Elfman13. The Super Mario Brothers movie, one of the finest creations ever to hit cinema, is getting a limited edition steelbook Blu-ray release. And it's coming out February 13th. Right now, it looks like this is exclusive to the retailer Zavvi. So if you're going to pick it up, you got to get it through there.
Oh, man. Tricky Donuts, huh?
So listen to this. It includes a brand new 60-minute documentary featuring new interviews with co-directors Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, the producer. It has interviews with John Leguizamo. Let's see who else is of note in here. It's got interviews with everybody. And it's got archive interviews with Bob Hoskins.
What is happening here?
Hold on. Bonus features include a making of the original electronic press kit, behind the scenes and storyboard galleries, and English subtitles for the hard of hearing. Yeah, what's happening where?
No, I saw these lines here and thought those were shoulders, and this is like the collar of somebody, and I thought it was somebody turning into a Goomba here. Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot. Shadowbuster says, day one buy for me. And then he says that's a lie.
Day two complaints.
Oh, boy, we're running late. Super Mario Run, if you want to get that on your Android device.
Oh, it's not available.
Who has those?
More people have Android than iPhones.
I was just being silly.
iOS devices.
Great. We can get more negative reviews because it costs money.
You can now pre-register.
I had a Droid once. Hated it.
You can now pre-register to be notified when the game becomes available on Android devices. So if you are one of the millions
and millions,
thank you, of Android users, you can now be notified when the game is coming your way, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Guybon says they said it would just be an Apple exclusive for 2016, right? So it'll probably come out for Android right before the big Switch reveal to get people focused on Nintendo some more. We shall see, my friend.
Did I tell you I got you pigs in a blanket for tonight?
Pigs in a blanket. Nope.
Well, I did.
North America, what do we get uploaded to the Wii U and the 3DS? We got Mario Kart 64 on the Wii U. We got Castlevania Dracula X. The Super Nintendo game is available on your new 3DS or your new 3DS XL. The theme shop has been updated with the Pokemon New Partner theme and a Pokemon Full Power Z-Moves theme. So there you go. A poopy week for us as well. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Wait,
Nope.
only new
Right.
3DS?
Only new 3DS or new 3DS XL. Not on 3DS, not on 3DS XL, not on 2DS.
Why?
Super Nintendo games on the Virtual Console are only available on new 3DS and new 3DS XL. Guybon says, nice to finally get a playable battle mode on the Wii U.
Their press release is confusing them because it just says Virtual Console on Nintendo 3DS.
I agree, but I'm here to correct them. I'm here to tell you that ain't true. But
who's here to tell us that you're not true?
Oh my god.
Where is everybody today?
They're home playing.
Remember that commercial?
Their trumpets.
What's next? Rumor.
Either you remember that commercial?
Let's talk about it afterwards.
Where the guy's running down the street and he's like looking for an airplane or something. Everybody got flights because they're so cheap, and he's running down an empty street and he goes, "Where is everybody?"
Oh, yeah.
Tell me why that commercial stuck with me. Why? I have no idea.
You apparently like the trumpet tune.
All right, so this Obi-Wan Plays guy, I have no idea who he is. Apparently he reads GoNintendo, so thank you for your support. I'm not
I
saying...
have no idea who he is, but you know.
I was going to follow this up with something. I was going to say I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying I'm when it comes to YouTube, I'm not very knowledgeable, so I am unaware of who he is, but apparently people know who he is, so thank you for your kind words about GoNintendo, and now I am following you. So he has apparently 12 days worth of Switch rumors, and again, I didn't know who he was, so I didn't know if I should believe him, but these rumors are backed up by Laura Kate Dale, so I mean, that's all I need, so. Here's another round of Switch rumored information. There's a record button on the left Joy-Con. So we've been hearing about a special button.
It's a record button.
There's a record button. Yeah. There's a record button on the left Joy-Con.
hipsters.
We've been hearing about something, a special button on one of the Joy-Cons for a while now. We originally heard it was some kind of share button, and a record button could be the same thing. Record gameplay content, send it to friends.
Record. These games are not coming out on cartridges. They're coming out on vinyl.
You heard it here first.
So why would there be a button to hit then?
For when you're playing from home.
There will be no friend codes, and DNA is helping Nintendo with networking. DNA is the mobile company. We don't care about the Reddit thing. So it looks like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Overwatch aren't coming to the Switch. Don't expect the Switch to be delayed. This sucker's coming out in March, so you better get ready. There was discussion about voice chat. They confirm basically there's going to be voice chat, but we don't have details. The system will have Bluetooth, which we said already. Joy-Cons will be available to be purchased separately at launch, and docks will be purchasable about 6 months after launch, and they'll be cheap. Yeah, because there's not much to it. It's a fan, the port for the power plug, the plastic, and an HDMI port. That's about it. It's gonna be. I would imagine like
These are replacement
$20.
Joy-Cons?
We're talking about the dock right now.
I know, but you first said Joy-Cons. These are replacement Joy-Cons and docks?
Replacement? What do you mean? It's just extra controllers, like any other system.
But you're going to get a system with two Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah, it comes with two, definitely. There won't be a bundle that includes the Pro Controller, but you can purchase those separately. Battery will last around 3 hours with everything at maximum. So there's an important point right there. 3 hours of battery with everything at maximum.
Everything being what? Two Joy-Cons?
Everything.
If you want another Joy-Con?
No, why are you talking about the game? Like what the game is doing. If the game is pushing the system to its limits, you're going to get 3 hours of battery.
Okay, I guess. But I'm thinking if you're playing multiplayer and the game's going and you have 4 Joy-Cons going at the same time, that's going to take more battery power.
Well,
more processing power, right?
It's just button inputs for a controller.
I mean, there's communication there, though.
Yeah, but that's not a big suck on battery like graphics
Also,
are.
we have to talk about the Joy-Cons need their own battery power if you're playing, right?
Yes.
Have they ever talked about that yet? The system can last 3 hours. The Joy-Cons, 1 hour, 25 minutes.
5 minutes. The charging port is USB. Blah, blah, blah. The three GameCube Virtual Console games at launch, they'll be optimized for their original resolutions. One color switch at launch, the one that we've seen so far. There's a slight chance there might be multiple colors later. The right Joy-Con has an IR pointer just like the Wiimote, and this will allow touchscreen functionalities while docked. The entry bundle for the Switch will have 32 gigs of onboard storage. Micro SD card support will extend it to 128. When asked about Mass Effect Andromeda, the point that Mass Effect 3 sold horribly was brought up, so don't hold your breath for that game on the Switch. We're getting a good amount of conversation on these stories. It's like people are excited for the Switch or something. Kuro has a top-rated comment, and they says, didn't know there were some who liked friend codes. Apparently some people do. I mean, whatever. I don't give a crap about them. God, I'm going to have to stop. I'm definitely doing this one because this one's funny. So Stephen Radish worked on the Mario and Zelda games that came to the CDI, also known as some of the worst games ever, not just for those franchises. So he worked at Atari and then moved over to Sega. And at Sega, he was working on arcade cabinets. And at some point, Sega got the rights to Donkey Kong, which isn't crazy. I know a lot of people say, like, how the hell did that happen? You have to remember, like, Donkey Kong came out on the Atari 7800 and stuff like that. Donkey Kong was on other systems. So Sega got the rights, or obtained some sort of rights to Donkey Kong, some sort of exclusive arcade right for something, whatever. And in this game, the game idea that they came up with was Donkey Kong was a parking attendant, and you had to dodge cars that were pulling in and out of spaces, and you had to get cars to park in certain spaces. How do people think of this stuff? Why? I don't know. Donkey Kong 3 is weird enough as it is.
Maybe it was like an inside joke.
What do you mean?
Wait, so he's not even parking. He's not a valet. He's just there pointing people in different directions.
He's a parking attendant.
The only parking attendants I know sit in a gate and go, "Yeah, give me your ticket."
I imagine he's like standing in the middle of a parking lot, like pointing. You have the rights to Donkey Kong for something. Why would you?
Do we have a picture of it?
No picture. That prototype is out there somewhere. And I said in this post, if somebody could find that. They'd be a very wealthy man or woman, but they'd also have an insanely ridiculous part of history, gaming history. I would love to see that. Stranger things have happened. I'm sure it could be out there somewhere. I'm going to sneeze. And another thing. Oh, no, it's gone.
Bless you.
Thank you. Hawk says, how in the world would Sega ever have the rights to Donkey Kong? And if they did, wouldn't they have taken advantage of it at some point? Well, like I said, crazier things have happened. Like, for example, Philips getting the rights to Mario and Zelda, and Nintendo not working on the games that came out. We don't need to do that. Amazon's best-selling games for the holiday season. They said Pokemon Sun and Moon were right there. Number one. Number one, baby! So Pokemon selling were great. I got to go fast. I'm sorry. We're out of time. So German GameStop had 15 Switch games for pre-order. Most of the stuff we've already heard. Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, Skyrim Special Edition, Mario, Sonic. That's not Mario and Sonic. That's the new Mario game and Sonic 2017, whatever the hell that's going to be called. Zelda Breath of the Wild and Dragon Quest 11, which would be fantastic news because that means the game's getting localized, which would be great. Retailer said that Splatoon and Mario Kart 8 are going to be out at launch, but he wasn't sure about Zelda. And according to this retailer, they are preparing for a March 19th launch. Wow. Oh, I like this story, but we don't have time for it. We don't need to do that one. We don't need to do that one. Apparently, the Mario / Rabbids RPG game for the Switch is its composer is Grant Kirkhope, which gives me a boner. He's the guy that did the music for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, Banjo-Kazooie, Conquer, whole bunch of stuff. Rare stuff. So that's really exciting. Here's one that really got people talking. Fire Emblem Fates voice actor. Her name is Sarah E.R. Blandy. She, like I said, she worked on Fire Emblem Fates. Over on her official website, she has her resume. And on the resume, it says she's working with Nintendo and Cup of Tea Productions on some game. And obviously, it doesn't say who she's playing or what game. It says NDA because she has a non-disclosure agreement. So she's working on something. Is it Fire Emblem? So on Fire Emblem Fates, she voiced Kagero, Midori, and Layla. So if this is another Fire Emblem game, that either means there's a secret Fire Emblem game for Switch, or this is the Fire Emblem mobile game. I don't know. So people are like, if it's for Switch, I got a boner. If it's for mobile, I vomited out my penis. Because people don't want to play mobile games. So, I mean, it's a new Fire Emblem game.
Vomiting out your penis?
Not my penis, your penis.
Doesn't that happen after getting a boner?
No, that's pee. Just pee. And the final rumor is, this again comes from Obi-Wan Plays. He says Capcom's working to bring Resident Evil 7 to the Switch, and right now they're trying to get VR support in the Switch because that's exclusive to the PSVR version for like a year, I believe, something like that. And they're trying to get that working right now, and they're having some issues. But obviously, they have some time to do it if there's a year exclusive.
So we're talking about virtual reality on the Switch.
We have been, but we are talking about it. Yeah,
is that only
Nintendo filed a patent for virtual reality. You want to know the best part about it?
It was Virtual Boy.
No, you just slide the whole thing. Like you take out the screen and slide it into something. So it's like a phone, you know, like the phones do. This is a phone.
Yeah.
Like Google Cardboard or something. G-Man, sir, that's the after show. Guy Bond says, I don't know about these rumors from Obi-Wan popping up, but I would like Resident Evil 7 to be on the Switch. I would too, my friend. Woo! All right, you've been chomping at the bit to talk about what you're playing. Let's hear it.
Man, not much. Nothing really. I don't even know the name of the game we played last night, but it changed my life, I think. I really feel like it's changed my experience in gaming.
Something about exploding.
Yeah, the game where one person's in the virtual reality helmet and they're looking at a bomb, and then you have other people outside in the real world looking at a manual and telling you how to disarm the bomb.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Who is it?
What is it?
Who wrote it?
Probably Kirby.
Where
that
did
sounds
it
like
come
a Doom
from?
Michaels. It's a Kirby. Sorry.
No, I think
it's a Kirby.
You blew it.
It is the most incredible.
We're only at an
use
hour
of-
13.
of multiplayer and teamwork and team building and everything that I've ever experienced.
Hi, Kirby.
And I can't get over the fact that when I'm wearing the helmet,
It's okay.
I'm sitting at a desk and I feel like my hands are underneath the desk.
Yeah. Listen, there was a game I played on the VR where I was
You would?
afraid that I was gonna. It's the one where you stack the blocks, and I was afraid my knees were gonna bump the table. I was like, "Oh God!" And then I realized that they
Your
weren't.
knees don't
gonna
have
bump.
sensors on.
Yeah, no.
And then do
That's where they drop the ball.
Do Michaels
Yeah, whatever.
made fun of me when he played it because he was like, "Oh, I'm sitting at a desk with my hands under it."
Good impression.
Peter B.
It's a good impression of him making fun of me. I know.
Yeah, well, you know what? If there's
He
something
loves
worth
making
making
fun of you.
if there's something worth making fun of, it's what he did. Because what he did was way worse than what you did. All you did was say, "I feel like my hands are under the table." And what did he do?
What did he do?
So I was sitting to the left of him, and the snooze alarm went off. And in real life, he took his hand to reach over and turn off the snooze alarm. So he hit me in the back of the
I
head.
didn't even realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he did. There was too much going on, so I didn't want to like talk about it because, well, A, I didn't want to talk about that. B, I was bleeding at the same time, so I was focusing on something else. But yeah, he smacked me in the back of the head.
Yeah, but that game is amazing. Like I can't put words to it really. Like it's just
Which game is this?
it's
Keep
the game
talking
where
and nobody explodes.
like you're
It's
just
just we haven't you haven't seen it
the
yet.
other people in the room are helping you.
So one person has the VR headset on and they see a bomb, and they need to know how to disarm it. And everybody else that's playing is looking at the TV, and it has a manual on it, and you have to flip through the pages. He describes things he sees on a bomb. We flip through the pages to find out how to defuse
Which
it.
after you play it for like an hour, how long did we play it for?
A couple
2
hours.
After you play it for a couple hours, you already have the lingo down. The first few tests that you go into,
Stand by my
nobody
butterfly.
knows what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like symbols and stuff. So I started just rattling off stuff, and they're like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
He had some weird descriptions for symbols, man.
No, that one is a symbol that you use in like algebra or something that I always remembered. It's like a lowercase. It's like a crooked lowercase h, or an n, or something like a lowercase n.
It
Yeah.
looks like a puzzle piece.
That sounds.
No, that was the h. That was this h, which I understand. Puzzle piece makes more sense.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Peter Pan hat,
Yes.
which we called
the-
Peter Pan hat,
the limp
Santa
weather vane.
hat, a limp weather vane on top of a crooked roof, all this stuff, and then I don't know. It's just funny, like. But so you're trying to explain this stuff, and then there's other things where there's super complicated tasks or tests or puzzles, and you have to explain things, but you need to explain, like you need to learn to explain it in a certain order so that the people who are going through the manual can tell you what the proper order is to disarm it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's freaking amazing.
Itchinator says I played Affordable Space Adventures with my sister on the gamepad, and I had a great time trying to problem solve between two players. Yeah, that has a similar vibe to it, without a doubt. And we played that. All three of us played that game together, which was great.
But this diffusing thing, I don't think you might like it too well because there's time
oh my
limit.
god, I want to see her play it so bad. I want her on the bomb.
There's a time limit. Dew was doing stuff, and the last thing that he would disarm was on the back side of the bomb. So 2 times he disarmed it. We disarmed it. He turned it around. He's like, "Oh, there was 4 seconds left." And then one time we disarmed it, there was 3 seconds left. And I'll tell you,
But we disarmed it.
when you're looking at a clock that has minutes left, you feel fine. The second it hits 1 minute and it counts down from 59 seconds, and he's like, and you're like, "Okay, guys, 30 seconds left. Okay, oh, 12 seconds. Oh, no."
So stressful.
It's amazing, though.
Now, see, like that is still a game like that. You could, like that could be done on the Wii U, no problem.
Yeah.
But the isolation aspect is the isolation of being in the headset.
That one would make more sense, like what Dew was saying. Like if it would be like you're in an actual different room, because in the game you're in like this dark room, and the other people are like sitting there. But like if you had the earbuds in and you can talk to somebody, so it's like you're actually in a control room or something, and you're like, "Pull the green wire." No. Pull the red wire. You know.
I know.
Just like that. That's some great acting.
But there's the puzzles in it
Pull the
are
green wire. Don't pull the green wire.
yeah. Give him the stick. Don't give him the
Oh,
stick.
we're screwed when we get back to that Venn diagram one. Forget it.
There's going to be a way to figure it out.
Yeah,
we
need
figured
to
out
sit-
we figured out the letters.
Well, we
thing.
need to sit and stare at the page.
We need to learn it. You need to spend a week and just study the book.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's a book.
Anyway,
No,
so that's what I played.
That's it. That's what you were excited to. I mean, that's
really
warranted.
it. That's really what I played. Yeah.
Kirby, you play anything?
Not this week.
Okay. Mom Brain, you play anything?
Nope.
Oh, okay, great.
Ramit, what'd you play?
Thank you. I've been playing. What have I been playing?
I don't know.
Did I play anything this week besides that game?
Last Guardian.
No,
Did you finish that?
not yet. Savoring the
We
moment.
played those Jackbox games.
Oh yeah, we played the Jackbox games.
I
Good.
can't even.
We played Jackbox Party Pack 3. So I played TKO, which is a T-shirt design game.
Oh yeah, and I played it too. What am I thinking of?
We played
Yeah, TKO was a lot of fun.
Mystery. It's like
Murder Mystery Party.
I don't know, death murder part. I don't know what it is. It's a trivia
Murder,
game where
death,
everybody's
kill.
trying not to get killed. And I also play. Well, I played all of them basically in Jackbox 3, and I love Jackbox games, so I like all those. But this collection in particular has some really outstanding games.
Trivia Murder Party.
Thank you. There's some really good ones in there. So I played that.
I was watching you guys play that, and I don't even know how to answer questions.
There's no question. Oh, the trivia one, sure. There's questions, but TKO just draws gross pictures and make funny phrases.
Oh, is
That's
that
it.
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could hang out and play Disarm the Bomb game.
You gotta go right after.
I should. I haven't been home.
Uh,
Haven't let the dog out in 3 days.
Oh boy, it's gonna be.
It's gonna be-
I'm kidding.
She's gonna
I
be a
am
big
kidding.
girl.
I'm kidding.
there's some. I feel like I played something else.
Strangers home with the dog. I'm not that type of person.
I played some more Shantae. I played more Shantae.
Oh,
But I guess that's it. All right. Before we get to
Shantae.
questions,
Wait a minute. I can download Shantae by now, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's out.
I tried to do it, but I had the code, but it wasn't time.
It is. There was time. It is.
Oh, what's your special thing?
That's what I'm doing.
Well, stop talking about it and get to it.
So it is the end of the year. It is the end of the year,
It is.
and I wanted to look at
Oh boy.
the games that came to the Wii U and the 3DS this year. The ones that I found notable, specifically because this is the Wii U's end. This is it. The Wii U's going away. There's still a couple more games coming out from indies in 2017, but for all intents and purposes, this is it.
1 foot in the grave.
That's right. All right, so here's what I found to be the notable releases on Wii U in 2016. Oddworld finally came out on the Wii U.
Oh, that's right.
New and Tasty Edition. Bayonetta 2 came out on the Wii U.
This year?
Yeah, very early
Wasn't
this year.
wasn't it?
That was this year? I bought that. Bayonetta 2 and
buy it
This year? I grew up here.
played this year?
The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD came out this year.
I played Bayonetta. Keep going. I'll tell you what I did.
Just keep
You don't believe me, do you? No, I'm going to wait.
2006
It might be long.
completed games. I've got a list here. Not Bayonetta is not on here.
Well, 2006
I played
was like
Bayonetta
10
in
years
2015.
Did you play it on another system?
No, I completed Bayonetta 2015, and it came Bayonetta 1 and 2 in the same cassette.
Oh!
Well, hold on.
Your list is full of holes.
Hold on. This list came from Nintendo.com.
ago.
And I'm telling you, I played Bayonetta on the Wii U, which I bought Bayonetta 2, which came with Bayonetta 1 in 2015. And I played it early 2015.
Oh really?
Now I'm so confused. It's funny because when I read it, I was like, "Really?" I was very surprised by it, but they had it. They had it on their 2016 list.
Well, you know what? I don't believe anything that Nintendo
I
ever
don't
says
believe
or does anymore.
Yeah, this is crazy. The wiki says 2014.
Wait, what?
You're gonna believe Wiki and not Nikki.
It's possible. No, it's possible.
Wiki Hill and Nicky Hill.
It's possible it came out in 2014 because I played it early 2015.
Well, now I don't trust this list at all.
All right, that's the podcast. Everybody have a new year.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, wait, maybe people have like those false memories about when it when they played it or something.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, this is the Mandela effect. All right. So Twilight Princess HD. Now I don't know. Did that come out this last year? Did that come out 2016?
Twilight Princess came out on the Wii.
Oh my God!
and the game.
The game came out. What am I thinking? I want to check this one now too, just to be nosy.
Twilight Princess GameCube.
Twilight Princess
They're very upset. I'm sure we're gonna lose
HD. Listen, we gotta get this stuff right. I'm gonna search every single game.
Oh God.
I'm not. Calm down.
Oh God, my heart.
My leg. There we go. Twilight Princess HD, according to Wikipedia, came out 2016. All right, we're back on track.
Does it say when?
Yeah, March.
Okay.
Whew. I don't know how Bayonetta got in there. Well, whatever. All right, so back on track. We also got Mutant Mud Super Challenge that came out on Wii U, which I was lucky enough to be a part of, which is absolutely crazy. Pokken Tournament came out, a game that nobody played and should have. Chronicles of Teddy came out on Wii U this year. I'm sure of that. I've talked about it a lot. Go play it. It's from Natsume. It's by an indie developer.
What is it?
Got a really unique feeling to it.
What's it called? Chronicles of Teddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ruxpin. Star Fox Zero came out. Xenoblade Chronicles X came out. Super Meat Boy finally came to the Wii U after a long time of promises.
Three D's. Is that wrong?
That is incorrect. Terraria came to the Wii U. One I haven't played yet and is still hotly debated. Mighty Number 9 came out.
You haven't played that?
Mighty Number 9. No, I haven't. I didn't back it either.
You talked about it a lot.
Sounds like you.
What is this?
Tokyo Mirage Sessions came out. Axiom Verge came to the Wii U. Jotun Valhalla Edition came to the Wii U. One of my favorite games of the year, Severed, came to Wii U. Paper Mario Color Splash, another one of my favorite games in 2016. Steam World Heist came to the Wii U. Runbow saw a retail release on Wii U. Minecraft.
Wii U version?
No.
The Telltale games?
Yeah, Story Mode. Minecraft Story Mode came to the Wii U. And we just got Shantae, Half Genie Hero.
Shantae.
3DS, here's what came out that I found notable. Maybe it didn't come out in 2016.
Might not come out, might not.
Mario Luigi Paper Jam. Oh boy, I should have wrote out this whole name.
How could that be a paper jam when there is no paper?
Final Fantasy Explorers came out on 3DS. Project Cross Zone 2, Fire Emblem Fates, Mega Man Legacy Collection, not Legend.
Right.
Pokemon Sun and Moon, as well as the original Pokemon game saw re-release on a virtual console for the first time ever. What the hell is this? Oh, what did I write here? It says MMS Can. MMS space Can.
Space?
Like a space.
Yeah, okay.
MMS Can.
Is Can short for Canada? I don't know.
I don't know. Earthbound came out on the 3DS, which is something we never thought we. Yeah, right. Bravely Second came out. It's goddamn autocorrect. It says Sebastian 3D came out.
Like Sebastian 2?
I don't know what that is. Oh, that's funny. Pocket Jockey came out on 3DS, a very overlooked and well-deserving of your time game. Rhythm Heaven Megamix came out on 3DS. I lost my place. Kirby Planet Robobot came out. Zero Time Dilemma. One of my favorite titles. Box Boy. Thought you were going to sing the Box Boy song. Never mind.
There's a song?
Dude sings that.
I know, but yeah, we all do it. Box Boy, baby. He does the tune or something.
I forgot all that.
Seventh Dragon came out. Monster Hunter Generations. Metroid Prime Federation Force. Style Savvy, whatever it was called. Fashion Forward. Picross 3D 2. Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Dragon Quest 7. Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. River City Ransom Tokyo Rumble. Yokai Watch 2, whatever it was. Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls, I think. Azure Striker Gunvolt 2, Severed on the 3DS as well, Corpse Party, that Mario Party game, Dragon Ball Fusions, Super Mario Maker for 3DS, Animal Crossing New Leaf got the Welcome Amiibo update, and that's ones I found notable on 3DS.
Okay, so here's the problem with this. During the year, stuff didn't come out that I wanted to play.
During the year, not stuffed.
Stuff that came out I didn't want to play. Now that you read that list, there's so many things I want to play. I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I know. And if you'll remember, during the podcast, we always have discussions with you, and you complain about how there's nothing you want to play. And now we realize that all those discussions were a waste of time.
And here's the thing. It used to be called
Never
We
listen to
Play,
me.
and now it's called You Play because we don't play anything, just you do. You play. Game over. Happy New
I played
Year.
something last week.
Yeah.
You played something on the Wii U?
He doesn't
No.
have a Wii U.
I would never buy that piece of
He doesn't. It doesn't fit in a Wii U because it doesn't belong in a Wii U. All right, let's do questions. Where were we last with questions?
Holy
Questions.
Questions?
I haven't heard a question in years.
These are good questions. All right. Nestor64 says, where is the best place to meet women who love Nintendo? GoNintendo. And you know why?
Nintendo World Store.
Because there's been a marriage, right? They're married. They're together. I don't know. They got a baby. They make a baby. That's love.
I'm pretty sure they're
Babies
I don't
come
know if
out
they
of
are.
love.
They do.
I don't care if they're married or not. They can have a baby, but that's love. There's love. There's great love there.
Yeah, you can find women who love Nintendo on GoNintendo.com.
That's right.
You go
The
to
personal section. Find it.
We
conventions.
should have one. Oh my God, Go Nintendo's dating app, Boner.
There it is. Go Nintendo Boner.
Go Nintendo Boner.
Well, you just let somebody steal that idea.
Yeah, go to conventions. The girls that are working those booths and helping, like the booth attendants, they always love Nintendo if they're working for Nintendo.
And
And
they
they're
love-
all single.
And they love the Hurley
and
Bass.
they're very knowledgeable. They know that Zelda is the boy.
That's right.
That's right.
or as you call them, Boy Zelda.
Boy Zelda.
Joe Shabadoo says, go Bonetendo. Meow Te Ching says, what do you think the world of gaming would look like in 2016 if Nintendo never made the NES? I don't know.
Well, the
Might
big
not-
Christmas gift this year wouldn't have been this
That's
big
right.
Christmas gift this year.
And we might not have a game industry for all I know. I don't know if anybody would be brave enough.
Or maybe we would all still be like playing games on PCs.
That's true. Yeah, maybe just
Maybe,
PCs. Yeah.
maybe there never would have been a console market.
There might have not been a console market because I don't know if anybody would have been brave enough to try and follow up Atari's failures.
That's just my guess.
So, well, we don't know. So no guesses are wrong.
Yeah, who knows what could have been?
Everything all right?
Yeah. What's today's date?
December 31st.
Thank you.
The last day of the year.
Oh my goodness gracious! You guys are wonderful. You put in so many questions today. I appreciate it. Steel Diver says, "What kind of multimedia support do you want for the Switch? Could you get the music ready, please?"
It's ready.
Okay. Do you remember when they said 3DS could play MP3s in the background? I don't remember that, but that's not something that would stick in my head because I don't care about that stuff.
I vaguely remember that.
What kind of multimedia support do you want for the Switch? I don't care about that.
Netflix and Hulu.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and
Well, here's the thing, though. I don't know if I want Netflix because every time you add another device for Netflix, they're going to start charging you, right?
So you got a Wii U. Desync your Wii U and sync up your Switch.
Decent.
But I got it on my phone. I got it on my television. So I don't really use it on my phone. I just look.
So I think what
I
you're
use it
saying
for
is you need to
searching.
better
I like to have it
prioritize
on
what
my
you've
phone in
signed it
case
up
I'm
for.
stuck somewhere and like
Yeah.
need a little something to do.
I like to use it as a search on
Oh
my
yeah,
phone.
yeah, that makes sense.
Like multimedia support, I don't care.
Yeah, we
I
know
mean,
that.
like the apps are good, yeah. Like having
How about
Hulu and Netflix
multi-games
and
at the same
Amazon is great. But like if I'm talking about multimedia, I have devices that do that stuff, like the Fire TV or
Yeah.
a computer or a smart TV, like you said, or
What about pornography?
on everything, please. Any device that can have porn, I want porn on.
I'll take
it,
that with
yes.
pornography, please.
All right, we'll do one more since
some
it's from the
pornography.
24th. Hayawana says, should I keep buying virtual console games on Wii U, or should I wait to see if they'll be transferable to Switch?
I'd wait.
That's a good question.
I say you go out and buy them for the original system,
What if he doesn't have it?
then wait.
Okay.
What are you pointing at?
We have a lot of
That's right. Yeah, I would say wait. I mean, it's only 3 months. I mean, if you've waited this long to play these games, which are like 20 years plus old, then I think you can wait 3 more months to see what happens. 3 more months? Maybe you'll find out in 12 days or whatever it is. 13 days, yeah. Maybe you'll find out. Let's find out. Switch or F? Let's find out. All right, Mom Brain.
So the last music section of 2016 starts off with Andy.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Andy the Zombie.
Oh.
Kung Fu.
No, you had it right.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Remember that song he made?
I do.
Remember Charlie used to love it?
I know. Whoa.
All right, so we're good.
Bobby.
That was Kung Fu for the NES.
I got one. I should just stop.
Here comes one from Rat Mastered.
It has a Maniac Mansion feel, but it's not Maniac Mansion.
It's not.
License?
No.
Maniac Apartment. Maniac Sublet. I don't know.
We don't know.
720 Degrees.
Oh, I know the game. I never played it though.
All right, so that was
Snowboarding or something, I think.
from a skateboard.
Oh.
Whatever. They're the same thing. You put some wheels on it.
720.
Interchangeable.
This one comes from
Oh my God, is that an invention?
Kevin.
Did I just come up with an invention?
Somebody just came up with something else.
Kevin PDZ.
A snowboard you can put wheels on, or a skateboard
It's
you
a
take with-
skateboard that has 2 extra wheels so that you can pivot it and ride it like a snowboard. Turok.
No.
Is this N64?
No.
GameCube?
No.
What system then?
DS.
Oh boy. That noise. Is this something I played?
I don't know.
That's very familiar to me. That piano. Whatever the hell it's supposed to be. First party?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like it's a bad James Bond game or something.
I feel like you're wrong.
Is it
Probably not.
Wow.
Just kidding.
You usually do that to me, not Kirby.
Just kidding. I'm
His
kidding.
card's broken. Look at him. The last day of the year.
No, don't do that.
Look,
Don't do
look his
that.
card.
That's terrible.
Oh. I know this, but I can't remember
so
it.
we got Tom Clancy?
No.
I definitely know,
A great guess.
but I don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Aliens Infestation, not on the DS.
Shite. Yeah, I played that and I liked it.
That's the game that I wanted to borrow from you, but you lost it.
I probably have found
Oh my
it since
God.
then. You want to borrow it now?
Okay.
We'll go upstairs and look.
And that came
Freaking-
from Kevin PDZ.
Freaking
Fun
Kirby
game.
Star-
Fun game. I mean, it's way forward. They don't make bad games.
Okay, so this one comes from Corbin Dallas.
Oh my God, really?
Oh,
Lee Corbin
I
Dallas?
am Corbin Dallas.
Well, it's good to end the year by
Zensus.
doing so poorly.
Yeah.
Well, what's that?
What was that game? Is it an art style game?
No.
What was that game where you go scuba diving?
End this ocean.
No.
Is this portable?
No.
What is it then?
Wii U.
It's low quality. All right.
I'll tell you one thing.
Some code.
First party.
Dirty Dancing movie the game.
Did it come out in 2016? Oh, wait a minute. This is a song I know.
Yeah, you played it.
party game or something?
No.
Mario Kart?
Nope.
I need to hear. It's a different take on a song I know.
So is it Smash Bros?
No. A good guess.
Oh, it's on. Fire Emblem.
Boy, it's got such an anime feel to it. Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
No. First party.
Xeno Chronicles. Is that not
No.
Xeno.
Oh, I need to isolate that one part.
So key right now.
Animal Crossing or some sort?
Nope.
I don't know. Is there a nightclub level of Skyward Sword?
Oh man, I love it. All right, let's guess Kirby.
It is.
Okay, Rainbow Curse.
Yeah. It was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse.
Ooh, thank God.
From Corbin Dallas. This song comes from my new favorite name, Juan, Hwon
Cena.
23. Juan 23. 1, 2, 3. And here you have it.
Is this a license game?
No,
Moon.
I don't think so.
Dimension.
Nope.
Sounds like NES.
It is. And the box
All
art
right, it
was
sounds like crappy.
epic great.
Is it a sequel?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I got no idea. Low G Man.
Nope.
Is it a franchise of some sort?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Do you guys know? Go ahead. We don't know.
Operation Wolf.
Never played it. Another game I know the name of, but never played it.
This one comes from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks. Oh, I already hate it.
Why?
It's Christmassy. It's got that rare horn in it. Is this a rare game?
I don't think so.
The only Christmas
It's
tune?
such a rare noise, and it's not a rare game.
I don't really think it is.
All right, I'll believe you. I have a system.
Cuba.
Odama.
Space Station Silicon Valley.
No and no.
What the hell is this?
So it's not like grabbed by the ghoulies or something?
Nope.
So it's Xbox. Almost PC.
Oh, did you see that they re-released remastered Kill All Humans? Attack All Humans?
Destroy all humans.
Destroy All Humans? I don't really like it.
Just make, we get back to the task at hand.
We don't know.
Really? Promise? Swear?
Apparently, something we should know is the first party.
First party.
All right, Mario Party.
No.
It's not a Mario game.
Nope.
It's definitely not a Zelda game.
Nope.
It's not a Metroid game.
Nope.
Kirby.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Pokemon.
Nope.
All right. Now, Donkey Kong.
Nope.
All right. Now I'm really at a loss.
Yoshi.
Nope.
I hate when it's first party. Is it a franchise?
You said Pokemon something or other?
It's a Nintendo. Chibi Robo.
No.
It's a Nintendo franchise, and we don't know it. And it's not Kirby.
Smash Brothers?
Nope.
Animal Crossing?
Nope.
Star Fox.
Nope.
Game & Watch.
No.
Go ahead.
Wario World.
Oh.
Forgot all about that game.
Bunch of noobs down here.
Forgot all about it.
That was
Wario
from Jet
Made by
Jaguar,
Treasure.
and it was Wario World. This one comes from
I think I
Kart
still own it.
Master.
Is that any good?
Yeah.
Wait, this sounds really familiar.
This has that rare feeling too.
This is Bottle Rocket soundtrack.
Are you looking for titles?
Is
Because
this
you're going to
a-
have to look higher up on the shelf.
Oh, I'm not looking for titles. I'm looking for
Super Nintendo?
It's 64.
Is this Nightmare Creatures?
Nope.
Perfect Dark.
It is.
Oh, that's okay.
It's got those rare
That's why it
noises.
sounds like rare.
It was Perfect Dark. It was. And that was from Kart Master. Here comes one from Guy Buns. It's coming.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know. It's a skateboarding game.
This is not a skateboarding game. What, as far as I know, it's not.
Hey, where's the microphone? Upstairs.
And so it's NES.
Sure is.
I don't know. I don't know. We got no guesses.
Codename Viper?
No. It was Solar Jetman
Oh, that stupid
Didn't you
Solar
say
Jet,
that?
man.
from Guy Buns.
I mean, I guess low G, man. But I do
No,
guess
they
Solar Jetman from time to time.
Hi there. This one comes from Glitter Bubble 3.
Yeah.
What is it, Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Uh,
Krusty Super Funhouse.
Nope.
Monopoly?
Nope.
Oh, God, I hate it, whatever it is.
It really is terrible, isn't it?
Master the Unlikely.
Yes!
Oh, okay.
It was
Good
Less Than
game,
Unlikely.
not good music.
And the very last song for the Go Nintendo podcast for 2016 comes to us from Mikey3319.
Are you looking at me like I should know it?
Is this Big Bang or whatever?
No,
Is this another Super Nintendo game?
sure is.
Is it licensed?
I don't think so.
Looney Tunes or something?
Mario.
Nope. I mean, this is appropriate considering the can sale is going on right now.
Oh, that's right. Your local shop, right?
That's the ShopRite game for
The Go Nintendo podcast sponsored by ShopRite Can Sale.
If you don't know what ShopRite's can sale is, look that up on YouTube.
And I believe the Can Sale lets you buy 3 bags of Doritos at half price.
I just did that. That's where your Doritos came from.
Bag, the can bag sale? Bag.
Yeah, wait, yeah. They don't can Doritos.
Those Doritos that you ate all of last night
No, it's
were
not
thanks to the
canned foods.
can
It's
sale.
sales so good you can dance.
Oh.
Still don't know the game though.
You don't know it.
By Sunsoft.
Really?
All right, Arrow the Acrobat.
No.
What's the other? This the squirrel.
The Kamikaze Squirrel.
Kamikaze Squirrel is kind of like,
Okay, was it another end?
Is it Bubsy?
it's not.
No, that was a
Suicidal Rodent?
A suicidal rodent. Yep.
The Lemon.
Conquer.
Lemmings.
Hey!
Well done, guys. All right, so that means, all right, you didn't get Solar Jetman, right?
Conquer wasn't on.
No.
So that's 9,
No, he wasn't. Conquer was at the end of the 64.
7.
Oh, that
Did you get
commercial's great.
Aliens?
No, wanted to.
6.
The commercial where the lady's banging a squirrel.
Yeah, he's like.
I think you got 5. I think
All right.
you got all of them. Great job, guys.
Yeah, you know, not terrible.
What a great year.
Not great. Room for improvement in the new year.
Story of my life.
Happy New Year.
Not
Happy
terrible,
New
not
Year.
great. Room for improvement.
So,
This year, play games, enjoy yourself.
This year.
Next year, 2017.
well, this year too.
So, my friends,
No, for the rest of 2016, sit in a room and stare at a wall. So that 2017 is awesome.
As far as Nintendo goes, it's been an interesting year. Quieter on releases. Bit of a time for hibernation for Nintendo, unlike anything we've really seen before.
Big bear.
Big new changes for Nintendo. First games on mobile. Universal plans for a theme park. We have a new president at Nintendo. 2017. Let's hope for better things for Nintendo. I mean, 3DS is doing great, but let's hope for better things
all around
for Nintendo and everyone and everything in general. That would be nice. Thank you for spending another year with us. We really appreciate it. We've gotten a lot of new listeners. Thank you for your YouTube support and your continued support of GoNintendo in general. You guys are the reason I wake up every day and do what I do. I mean, well, I gotta keep giving Mom Brain money because you have expensive tastes, but
Can you please not?
I like how you haven't picked up on how that's like a joke on the podcast.
I don't want people to think.
He's got to buy you all that expensive Hello Kitty stuff.
Oh God.
No, now she's all about
That was
Kutar.
That was a Nintendo news
Not
thing
true.
that we didn't get to talk about.
What?
Apparently, there's Legend of Zelda Triforce engagement rings out there.
Well,
Oh, that's all I'm saying. They're out there. They're a thing.
They're a thing.
let him tell that story. So yeah, we'll be here 2017. We hope you are too. Let's. I mean, 2017 is going to be really exciting right off the bat for Nintendo fans.
That's
January 12th, the Switch event. Let's all watch it together and hopefully see some amazing stuff. We'll be covering it, and we'd love to have you join us. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Sorry it was a poopy year. I hope you had a good 2016 in some ways. Well, let's hope 2017 is the best year ever. Goodbye, everybody.
Enjoy celebrations responsibly. Happy New Year.
There
That's
you
a
go.
nice
That was
way to
that was a
end.
nice ending.
I like it.
I forget most of the words.
All right, after show, whatever the hell you want, do it.
It's about a cup of kindness, I think, right? Or something about a cup of kindness.
Is it?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
A cup of haters?
A cup of haters?
Oh, is that what he's saying?
A cup of haters?
Yeah.
I thought he was saying a couple of haters.
Oh, he is.
Oh, I don't know what to do for dinner tonight.
More White Castle. New Year's resolution 2017. Only White Castle.
Tell Grant about your cleanse.
Yeah, so you have 4 White Castle burgers,
Mhm.
like a small handful of French fries,
Right. And get some chicken wings, too.
couple of onion rings. One of them should probably be sitting around for about 3 hours, so it's nice and rubbery.
Oh, is that what those are? I thought those-
Couple of chicken rings.
Okay, so you got
Maybe
onion
3.
rings and chicken rings.
3 chicken rings. About 4 handfuls of Doritos. Mix them up.
Mhm.
Nacho and Cool Ranch.
Right.
Spicy nacho might work. I don't know. Some peppermint puffs. Those soft, chewable peppermint.
Oh,
Let me
candies.
interject here for a second. How about chicken rings, but instead of the traditional breading, ground up Cool Ranch Dorito breading?
We'll probably do that at some point.
They should be White Castle chicken rings, just so because I.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
if
Can
they
you
have
go to your local supermarket and buy unbreaded chicken rings?
that. White
Well,
Castle
yeah, it's
doesn't
called
have
chicken.
Dorito breading, but White Castle does have pretzel chicken rings
How do you go about ringing a chicken?
You don't want to know.
All right.
and apple quarter.
Here's our key to success in 2017.
Probably have some kind
Hold on, I'm not done.
of machine that just pokes a hole.
So
through
you,
the chicken.
you
I think
consume all
it's
this.
ground chicken form.
You get some chocolate cake, delicious Mom Brain chocolate
That's,
cake.
that's the ring stamper.
Some Hershey's Kisses, a couple tiny fun-sized Twix.
Mints. The
That's what I
puffy
said, the
mints.
puffy mints.
Yeah.
And you let that sit in your stomach for about 8 to 10 hours,
Mhm.
and
It feels great.
it will cleanse you. You will lose pounds by morning.
All right, here's our key to success in
So-
2017.
and you will gain hemorrhoids.
How long do you think you were on the toilet?
No longer than usually is, so like 30 minutes.
So did you go like multiple times?
There was a multiple flush.
That 30 minutes was a constant stream.
It's just
Just,
oh my god!
just an opened anus.
Yesterday,
Basically, what you do is when you flush it, you lock it so that it just keeps flowing. And you just
Like a
go.
soft serve machine.
well, I went into TJ Maxx yesterday and I had to pee real bad. So I go into the bathroom. There's 3 stalls, 2 regulars and a handicap in the bathroom at TJ Maxx. All of them are occupied. All of them. And all I hear is someone releasing soft serve into the toilet for the whole time. And I just stood there and I was like, I guess I'll come back. Like there was nothing I could do. I pushed on all the doors to make sure that there was actually someone in them. They were all locked. So, and I had to pee like really bad. So I went back like 5 minutes later and I walked into the person walking out and I was like, oh, it smelled like death. But it was literally like a minute of like, just you could hear the soft serve.
Wow.
Like, just like, it was horrible. I'll never forget the sound. I was like, oh my God.
So here's our keys to success in 2017. This is how we make the big money. We find a new food that you can ring. So there's onion and chicken. What's the next food? Pizza ring?
Or some kind of cheese ring?
Like a mozzarella stick,
Oh
but
yeah,
in a ring.
mozzarella
ring.
Mozzarella rings.
Yeah.
Mozzarillas.
God.
It's just like a mozzarella stick that touches at the
Yeah.
ends.
Touches tips.
Yeah.
What else could you ring? It's just some sort of like meat ring.
What about grilled cheese rings?
Oh yeah, I'm surprised they haven't come up with like fish rings or something.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, White Castle's still at the fish and nibblers stage.
That
No
is
ring.
really just not nice.
That's a great idea. What did you just say? I like
grilled cheese.
grilled cheese ring.
They were mac and cheese rings. Do they do those? Or
No, they do fried mac and like you can get fried mac and
Yeah.
They have mac and cheese bites, right?
Yeah.
I gotta
They
go
got whiz.
upstairs. I do got a whiz.
Maybe it should be like a beef ring or something.
Yeah, that's what I was
Something
thinking.
that
Like literally a hamburger, but you take the middle out.
I mean, they already like,
Holy
put
cow,
those in
wait a
their
second.
patties.
And you put all your condiments inside.
Yeah.
Well,
But then you end up getting like whole bites of nothing.
two rings. An inner and an outer. Like a meatball and a ring on the outside.
Isn't it? Yeah, sorry. I'm having a stroke apparently. You think that's why they have so many ringed foods? Just to, like save
That's
costs?
exactly what I was thinking,
Okay.
yeah. Because you
That
can
makes
save
sense.
costs on foods, yeah. We need to put more air and empty space into our foods.
Well, when you really think about it, like the White Castle burgers
Our tiny?
have 5 holes in them.
Yeah, and they're made of rat, which is cheaper, so.
Right. Cheaper than
Rat rings!
And they're
Rat
pressed-
rings!
They're pressed real thin.
That's it.
rat rings.
All right, we're out of here. That's your 2016
Oh.
after show.
Do my cleanse. You'll feel great after a couple of days.
Everybody that
You'll feel great after you feel like death.
everybody that's partying tonight, party safely. Party responsibly. And we'll see you next week. Have a lovely last night of 2016. Goodbye, everybody.
See you in the new year, everybody.